Chairman, and I'm deeply disappointed in the inaccurately named Common Sense Savings Act, which would yet again cut programs for the people with limited incomes and vulnerable populations seeking to balance the budget on the backs of those most in need. The policies included in H.R. 4725 would increase the ranks of the uninsured and harm low-income families. The bill would cut Medicaid, children's health programs by repealing a boost in federal matching rate for the children's health insurance program and cruelly kicking low-income kids off the Medicaid program. The enhanced match was maintained in the Medicare Access and CHIP reauthorization, which was signed into law last year after being voted for by an overwhelming majority of the House. This marks another attack on the Affordable Care Act, and this time at the expense of Americans' children. At the same time, the bill unduly restricts states' ability to use health care provider taxes to help finance their Medicaid programs. Provider taxes are a critical source of revenue for every state except Alaska. Restricting states' decision to use this revenue stream will have serious consequences for low-income families, as states would be forced to cut Medicaid to offset the loss of funds and would likely be deterred from Medicaid expansion. It yet also, again, attempts to repeal the Prevention and Public Health Fund. This short-sighted policy will significantly roll back funding for preventative health measures such as child immunization programs to reduce tobacco use, and efforts to prevent heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. The fund provides $16.5 billion to improve preventative health, public health quality, and overall health outcomes. Primarily through the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, it funds vital initiatives like those to strengthen state and local entities' ability to respond to infectious diseases, prevent lead poisoning among children, reduce racial disparities in healthcare access and health outcomes. H.R. 4725 is a transparent effort to generate support for a fiscal year 2017 budget resolution on the House floor, and is not worthy of our great committee. We should be using this time to strengthen Medicaid and CHIP and to advance efforts on prevention so we can meaningfully bend the health care curve and improve the overall health of American people. I'm strongly opposed to the FCC setting rates on the internet broadband access. Government intrusion into what much services should cost, particularly when there's a competitive and growing marketplace for broadband access, is not only unnecessary but harmful to consumers and innovation. That's why I'm disappointed at the failure to find agreement on no rate regulation of Broadband Internet Access Act. There is a bipartisan support for rate regulation legislation that would promote innovation in broadband deployment and ensure our country continues to be the world leader in digital economy. I'm hopeful that an agreement may be found before tomorrow morning that I can support. This issue is too important to fail over partisan bickering, and I thank you, and I yield back my time.